Okay, time and time again, I've been told about clay, using clay in my hair. It wasn't something that was originally the product that I'd go for. My early days of styling my hair, I used to use hair gel. I still do from time to time. But I've just found time and time again that people have told me to use clay. And I've been in hairdressers and barber shops, and they just instinctively go for clay. I think it might be due to the thickness of my hair. I mean, there have been exceptions, but clay seems to be the product that people go for. So in this case, though, I'm going to do a review of the Superdrug matte styling clay. Obviously, that's their own brand, and I've opened this pot. I've reviewed other products from their brand as well, and I found them to be pretty good. A nice scent, slightly chemically, but it's nice. As you see there, a nice thick kind of smooth clay. Obviously my mark's in it because I've used this before, and in my opinion, before even beginning, I will say that this is actually a little bit better than the UK famous VO5 matte styling clay. So let's rub this in hands. I don't have as much hair now, but I have actually had my hair styled as somewhat as a mullet. It was slightly inspired by the wrestler Jey Uso. Took a little bit of time to get it. I had to go to both a barber and a hairdresser's to get this done. So I'm just going to push this in here and pull it back there and see if people can actually see it. Turn my head a little bit. So I perhaps used a little bit too much here. But yeah, see if I put my head down, turn it to the side. So a little bit easier said than done. So anyhow, what do I think of this clay? Well, clay can feel a little bit greasy, but it's in this case it's quite strong on my hair. I mean, I can play around with it. It doesn't mess up the back part too much. And I don't know what they have on here on the tin. So they say that this is a 3 out of 5. So that's an average hold. I'd say that's probably about accurate. And you get a lot in the pot or so, because I don't know what the measurements are. But it's cruelty-free, so they say. They don't really test out on animals. And I'd say that in terms of the Superdrug products, this does seem to be pretty good. I'm quite satisfied with it. I think it costs $2.99 a pot, so that's not really too bad, and they do other deals. They also have, if I remember correctly, a matte paste. They've obviously got a gel. They've got like a curl cream in different colours. They've got a putty. So they've got quite a few. And unfortunately, this would be more difficult for people, say, living in America or Canada or even France to get their hands on. But, I guess it's, not impossible. I suppose that deals can be done with Superdrug and whatnot if people had the desire to do so. To make sure you rub this in though a bit as well. So what would I give this out of 5? Because I prefer the 5-star rating system than a do out of 10. I'd give this a 4 out of 5. It's pretty good. Obviously it's not going to break the bank. Out of 10, I'd give it, if we're going to go higher than that, I'd probably give it about 7 out of 10, 7 or 8 out of 10. So once again, I found myself with a Superdrug product that is quite impressive. So I don't know if there's anything more to say other than that. What I do plan to do is to do a review of the matte paste, which is slightly different, but there is similarities because both of them are kind of like a matte effect product. When I look, however, though, I do think I put mine on, and it's kind of in a way given a little bit more of a glossy kind of look. But I think that's just because of the fact that my hair is a little bit shorter right now on top, and if it was longer, which was going over the years, and it was messy at the back before, it'd be slightly different. So I think it matches up very well against other matte clays. It's more soft than like the creamy kind that Shockwaves do, but the Shockwaves kind's very dry. This does have that sort of more greasy feel. I actually appreciate it more. I don't really like the really dry clays. Got to be do like a clay out here in the UK, and it's like an orangey pot. and theirs is very dry, very hard. It goes really stiff, really fast. And then there's the Moosehead gritty styling clay that is quite gritty, quite greasy, like this. And those are also great clays that I'd recommend. But as I bring myself back on point, I think that this is definitely a clay well worth trying for people that maybe have thicker hair. I don't know how well this works on people with the sort of thinner, wiry hair. But once again, I'd say about a 4 out of 5. Very impressive product for the price I paid. And thank you very much for listening.